Hey guys, Lugiamaster here, and today I'm doing another Lugia Talks. Today's episode is on BronyCon, and this is going to be a hard subject for me to cover, considering that next year is going to be the final one. I'll get to why that is in a minute, but let's talk a little bit about BronyCon itself. For those who don't know what BronyCon is, it's a convention for My Little Pony fans. And it's honestly become less of a BronyCon, I guess you could say, because there's been a lot of other stuff being there. I mean, furries go there, Marvel fans, and all that. I assume a lot of bronies are Marvel fans, but I mean, people who aren't bronies that are going to BronyCon. So yeah, non-bronies can go to BronyCon, and they won't really be judged. In fact, I took my friend to BronyCon in my last vlog that I did of BronyCon, 3 hours. He had a good time. Now, BronyCon started in 2011 with only 100 people showing up. And it was a one-day event. And eventually it evolved into a 3-day event, which it is currently. So, what's going on? Why is BronyCon ending, you might be asking? Well, after 2015, which was the most amount of bronies that went there, which was over 10,000 bronies, numbers started to decline. And this year there was over 5,000 bronies. Not enough to be 6,000, but over 5,000. I think it was about less than 5,500 maybe. I don't remember. But the numbers were pretty high. And BronyCon this year started off with, well, it's usual, the opening ceremonies, but it did not have the Good Morning Baltimore music, according to Little Shy. And he was confused as to why this was, so we kind of brushed it off as if nothing happened. It's like, maybe they just forgot to do it, or they had something else planned that they planned to do at closing ceremonies. Now, those saddened by the news that BronyCon is ending next year, don't worry about it. It's going to be a 4-day event. So a huge party. And hopefully I can be a panelist next year, which would be so fun to do. And I'd hope to see you guys there. Now, again, I was broken up about this. So, how did this come? How did I learn about this? Well, day 1, day 2, day 3 were all normal. It was all normal with the exceptions of opening ceremonies and closing ceremonies. Now, closing ceremonies was very, very, very short. Normally, I think it lasts about an hour or so, or at least it feels that way anyway. I mean, it's fun to watch, but I think it lasts about an hour this year. And usually there's like some kind of like stuff going on even before it starts. I mean, not just other panels or events that go in the area that closing ceremonies happen. But I mean, like, right before closing ceremonies officially start. There's usually stuff going on, but this year there wasn't any of that. It just went straight into it. It started off with the winners of the talent show, which was really, really awesome. But then it got to this little thing where the 3 people that kind of represent BronyCon, well, they're the mascots of it, pretty much. 2 of them get letters to do other things, to get accepted somewhere. one of them gets accepted to the Wonderbolts. The other one, I don't remember what the other one was. But then the third one got nothing. And I was confused as to what the skit was about and why the skit was happening. So then came the news. So, BronyCon is ending. So many people were broken up about that. And I guarantee you there's still people crying or still broken up about that still to this day. But they said that BronyCon is going out with a bang. And they want to end BronyCon while they're still getting lots of numbers and not when it's starting to really die off. Like if it just gets to 100 people and they just end it there, it'll just be as if BronyCon never existed, or it would be remembered as a convention that just died with no purpose or meaning. Now, don't worry, don't go, please do not go to BronyCon upset or anything like that. Think of it as something positive. As a, like they said, as one door closes, another one opens up. BronyCon's ending, meaning a new convention will take its place. Whether it be BronyCon 2.0 or it'll go under another name, well, no one really knows. So, what will happen? Well, like I said, 4-day event. So it goes from Thursday to Sunday. So I'm saying so a lot. It's going to be a blast. Make the most of BronyCon. Yes, it's ending next year, but it doesn't mean we have to end it on a bad note. Let's end it on a very positive note. In fact, right after the closing ceremonies ended, there are people crying and there are people upset and broken, and I kind of held my emotions in. My jaw was pretty much dropped from shock about this news because it started to feel like my secondary or third home. And I'm still kind of broken up, still a little upset to this day. But there are people cheering, saying BronyCon, BronyCon, BronyCon. They're chanting all these things as they're marching out, as they're in this huge lobby. Meaning, the spirits will never be truly gone. BronyCon will never truly be dead. Sure, maybe the next one will come up and it'll not be BronyCon. It'll have a different name. Hopefully, it'll still be a pony convention for bronies and all that. And I hope people will be able to enjoy it. And I think it's kind of fitting that BronyCon ends as the My Little Pony show ends, as it segues into Generation 5. Think of it like that. Maybe BronyCon was meant to do that. Granted, they did say they had plans to continue all the way through 2025, but plans change. Plans change. Nothing ever stays the same for too long. Sure, things can stay like that for a long time, but eventually they will change. Now, that being said, I hope to see all of you there, or if not, most of you. And hopefully you guys can bring friends who've never been to BronyCon, or who have been to BronyCon before but want to be there for the last one. Bring as many people as possible. Let's get this to at least 10,000, maybe 20. I think that's asking a little too much, but at least 10,000 would be nice. So with that being said, let's go to BronyCon next year and end it on a great note. Let's give BronyCon something worth remembering. Until then, next time, I'm Lugiamaster Brony, and I look forward to hearing your thoughts in the comment section below. See ya!